Welcome back, everyone. Oh, you can hear the ducks talking. There's a hawk flying right over David's house with some blackbirds chasing him, and the ducks don't like when other birds fly over, so they got a little crazy there for a second. But anyway, for today, this is going to be a little change from working on the house, of course, something else to put me back a little bit. But Wendy wanted to increase the size of the duck's pen just to give them a little bit more sun, because, as you know, in the winter the sun is lower, so it takes longer to get over the trees, and they don't have a lot of area. So she bought another 150 feet, I believe, of fence. So I want to get this put up and in as quickly as possible, just so they can take advantage of the sun. Like I said, we've had some cold days. Usually it's not very cold here. It might be freezing in the morning, but it warms up just like today. But one of the things that I've wanted to do is, well, I need to take the Yanmar with the rotary cutter and clear out this area around the fence. But there's a couple of dead limbs up there that they do fall. These trees like to drop branches, and I don't want one to take out the fence, the roof. More so, don't want them to take out a duck. So I'm going to bring the lift around and clear that out. I'm going to bring, obviously, the rotary cutter over here, clear out this stuff all over here. I just haven't had a chance with doing the house, but this was a good excuse. And at least I can get some machine time in, and Wendy can't get mad at me if I'm running a machine when I'm doing something for her. So, and one of the things that I don't like about this fence that we have, now we're going to do a more permanent one. We'll probably move it over to our house side rather than be over here. I don't know 100%, but that's what Wendy wants to do. So I don't want to do anything permanent right here, because I don't know what we're going to do. If I did, I would do this in regular fence instead of this. This is electric fence, but we don't electrify it anymore. There's no need to. What do you smell, Tiger? But what I don't like is, we always have to undo the corners and lift it up and walk in. So Wendy and I went yesterday and we bought a gate, just a 4-foot gate. So I'm going to put in a gate in this corner, and then just run the rest of the fence around and do all that. So a lot to do, trying to squeeze it in between. So what I want to do right now is get the posts in for the gate and let that set up. All right, a couple minutes. Obviously, it's not very much dirt. It's only 20 inches down. There's the gate, 6-foot post, a couple inches underneath. So I'm just going to get the concrete put in there, and I'm going to let this one set. I prefer to get one set, get the gate on there, and then I know exactly where it goes rather than measure or go by their desired amount. Now you can adjust them a little bit, obviously, but not too much, and it looks kind of wonky. So I feel it's better to do this. This doesn't take that long to dry, and get the second one in later this afternoon, and then be good to go. All right, here's the end of the day. So that one is in. You can see again how I kept it plumb all the way around. I'm going to let that dry till tomorrow. I was going to do it now, but I'm going to wait because it's a little cool today, so it didn't dry as fast as it probably would have. Ducks are wondering what I'm doing. But, right, ducks? What do you think? You like it? Yeah. They're going to talk it out amongst themselves. But we stretched this out, the way they ship it to you, between here and China, or between China and here. We had to get it stretched out, which was no easy task. So as you can tell, got the big guy over here. It's not really the big guy, but big guns for what I'm going to do. So I switched this over. I didn't take any video of that. You've seen it many times. This is where ruin number one of the ducks that got killed. You've seen it in another video, but just for people who haven't seen it, one of our ruins had gotten killed. Well, I actually had to kill it, unfortunately, but it got its like throat ripped out, but probably by a raccoon. Unfortunately, they like to kill them for some reason, just for sport. I meant to put a plaque on that, but I'm going to move that just temporarily. I'm going to mark where he's buried right there. And I'm going to come in here and I'm going to chop up all this, so none of this will be in the way, you know, of the fence, so we can move it and we won't have anything close. I kind of liked having the barrier here a little bit, but it doesn't really matter. And again, I need to get in here with the lift after I do this and get these limbs out of here, because they do, I would take those trees down, but they do offer, you know, in the summer, good shade. So I'm going to take this part down. I'm just going to clean up this whole area here. There's a little bit of a sinkhole right there, which I knew that was there. That's been there forever, since we've had it. But I do have some extra material over there that I can use that to fill that in, if need be. I don't know. It's good to have those because it takes groundwater away, but I don't, if we need it for the ducks, I may fill that in. And this was a big day for me. That burn barrel was one of David's favorite things. As you can see, they were here. Everything was here. I moved it over. Still has material in it from afterwards. There's still stuff in here from when we built David's house. I haven't been able to move these, but I moved them just that far. I won't empty them or burn them. You might think I'm crazy, but I don't really care. Yeah, I'm okay with moving it there, and that's where it'll stay. But I want to clean all this area out. Again, there's all trails. I should do another video that shows all our trails and everything, because I like them. What do you think, ducks? What do you think? They want to go swimming. But anyway, I'm going to clear this all up so that we can get in here and get the fence, give them, so in the summer they'll have shade, and in the winter they will have sun. So that's what I'm going to do. So that won't be today. I did work on the house as well, so I'm kind of going everywhere, every which way, but the next time you see this, you'll see me clearing this out. And this will be a good time to use those Vuzix glasses again, because I'm going to try them on while I'm using the machine. So we'll try them while I'm in there and see how it looks. What do you think, Dex? So that's all in. Concrete's in. They've been over here wondering what I'm doing. Right, ducks? What do you think? Huh? Now you're not going to talk. Alright, so this footage is going to be with my Vuzix M400 smart glasses again, which I talked about in the last video, and I haven't used it in the machine yet, so I wanted to show everybody what it would look like in there. So again, everything's on here, and I'm looking at the screen which I showed in the last video, and I can just say, hello Vuzix, start recording. And there it goes, and we're recording, so I'll have that in there so you can see how it goes. But stop, and there it goes. And I love it. So I've got, I'm going to do the old trusty standby as much as I can. There's not a really good area to be able to set up the tripod, but I'll try to get some of that as well. But I want to get to it because it's a beautiful day right now, and I want to get this done. So do the ducks, except they're taking a rest, but once I start grinding up there, you watch, they will not be sitting there anymore. Alright, so just to show you how much I want to make sure you could have a good view, I'm going to clean the windshield. just so that you can get a good view. Because unfortunately, I have to keep it closed so I don't get my face ripped off with a chunk. Let me get the inside too while we're at it. Still gonna get some glare. Oh, there's Misty. She was locked in the greenhouse last night. Watch out, Misty. Ugh, curiosity hasn't killed that cat yet. Yeah, let's go sit right in front of let's go sit right where I'm gonna go. Let me get her out of the way. Stop. Hello, Vuzix. Stop. I kind of liked having this buffer here. It was kind of like protection for them. Things couldn't see them, but I'm sure any animal that wanted to already knew they were here. So I'm pretty sure that it probably didn't matter. But it grows up so fast, I'm sure I'll have to do this again anyway. But this has been a while. I get a little reprieve. I don't have to cut the grass anymore. I mean, I literally have to cut it right up until like the second week in November. I really have to do one more. I haven't, as you can see, that we still have leaves on the trees. We really, it's almost like our fall now, where they're starting to fall down. But I gotta do a final cleanup. Just haven't had any time. Like I said, I'm making time to do this just because it's got to get done. Move up a little. This thing is great. I really do like this. I try to keep everything from flying in at the ducks if I can, or the fence, but it spins that way, so it makes it tough, as you can see. I don't think I killed any of them yet. That's a joke, but not a joke about killing them, but they're farther away. Talked about before, this is where the hydraulics kind of run out a little bit when you're trying to lift it up. I'll have to go around over there to clean up the rest of it, but I'm trying to get as much as I can from where I am. If that makes any sense. This will give me plenty of room. That one fell on the fence, but that fence has got to get moved anyway. So I've got to get in to get these branches that are overhead. I can't reach them with this, but they would end up falling on the roof or on the fence. So I'll bring the lift around here tomorrow. What I should have done was brought it over with the bucket on it and ripped these few little trees out, because you can't get the stumps all the way down. And that's about as far as you could go. They'll end up rotting, but I don't like to drive on them if I drive the tractor in or the lawnmower. You don't want to be driving on those, pop the tires, even though most of mine have solid tires, at least in the front, but the back, I don't have solid back ones on the mowers, that is. Yeah, I'll have to get those from the other side. Yeah, definitely got to fill that hole in. I don't think that's going to be any benefit, for meaning like as in a ditch. Oh, these stupid vines. That's the one thing that's hard with this thing, is to get like vines, because it can't get to the blades. You really got to do that, which I don't like to do because it rocks all over the place. But you have to go fast and get it to fly into it, because it has like a stump jumper thing on it. It's a welcome change, actually, from siding like I've been doing. I haven't really been in too many machines lately, except the skid steer, but that's only for a second or two. You can even see what I'm doing up there. to do a little hand cleanup in there, get some of the big chunks out, but more of these stupid vines. You push them quick enough, it'll catch them, like I said, but that little bit. Should be able to. Just want to leave. I want to leave it clear around these barrels. Big one, I'm not going to grind that up. I'll throw that in the woods. I'm going to come back afterwards, put the bucket on, get that dirt out of there. I was going to bring the skid steer over, but it's in there. It'll be easier to get it with this. To grab on that one. At least it'll be out of my way for now. There we go. Little dozing action. That's not too bad. Probably rake through this with the bucket. Anyway, I got to get around that tree too. If it wasn't for those vines, I'd be golden. I'll get them when I'm up on the, when I have the lift up there. There we go. Well, I've got to move the tripod so I can get around that other tree. You know, I couldn't just do the duck area. As I make my way to go get the bucket, I'm out in the, what I call the maze. Wasn't planning on it, but the goldfish in me. This came unplugged nicely. Sometimes they don't want to either hook up or unhook, but this one did, so that was a good thing. Dirt with me too, and I've got a pile back over there, but as I said, I want to fill this in. I'm going to get rid of a few of these trees too. I don't know. I don't think this is going to be enough, but all right, I've got my Vuzix M400 smart glasses on. I got the lift over here after getting it out from the house. Of course, I had to use plywood again because that sand just... So I'm hoping that I can get in here without having to put plywood underneath it, but it seems like the ground is stable. So let's find out. I got a Sawzall with me, and that's all I got. Not all I have, but that's all I brought with me. I'm hoping I don't have to put the legs down. Let's see. At least you'll be able to see what I see. Alright, let's see if we can go up. We'll move the controls back. Again, this is without putting the outriggers down, which I don't think I should have to. That's what I'm going to get. Those branches there, and I've got to get those there, and then I'll have to go around to get those. Those are ones that could fall down on the fence. So far, so good. It's not beeping at me. All right. This is the only one that's a little bit questionable because that one is hanging out. Let me get this out of the way. That's one. It's pretty dead, so I knew that I wasn't going to need a chainsaw for it. If the trees are alive, Sawzall blades don't work that great on live trees. Let's see about this one. Come on. Let's see if I can break that one, because I don't want this. I want two hands on it. Yep. Well, I think we'll go up a little bit. We'll back up and go up a little bit. Yeah. We'll have to go back down. You know, I don't think we have to. I think we go up a little bit. I think it'll be all right. I'll be able to get that onto that platform. Okay, I hear some snap, crackle, popping going on. There we go. The ducks aren't too happy with it. And we got one there. Luckily, this whole thing wasn't dead yet, but it's not very good. I'll have to probably take that one down. I think that one back there is dead. This one looks dead. That one can fall on its own. Let's cut the bottom. One dead one there. We could take this big one. Oh, there she goes. That could have been bad. I forgot to put the tripod back on, but I've got quite a bit. I've actually moved a lot into the woods, but that part I'm going to bring the Yanmar back and with the thumb and pick that up. I'm not going to move it all by hand, but I got most of it. Got a couple more here, and I'm thankful I took that section of rail out because now I can get in at this. Alright, so there's quite a difference from what you saw when I started. Had enough to fill that hole in out of that mess. And of course, my camera kept shutting off. I didn't realize the battery was dead. So it would only do like a 9-second clip and then it would shut off. So I lost a little bit of footage on that because that was my fault. So I need to fill that area in a little bit. So I'm going to bring over some more with the skid steer just to get that done. But this is nice. I'm going to bring the mower in here, the finish mower, chop all this up, and I'll probably put another layer of topsoil over the top of it. I've got a big pile of it left over from where I pushed up the house, the new house. But I definitely want to fill that in just so we don't get a puddle there, and then we're going to move. Next thing we'll do is we're going to set the fence up, but I'd like to get the fence back here. And we got another 170 feet of fence, so we're going to make the area a little bit bigger, but I want to get this done. But I just figured I would show this because it's quite an improvement, so I like it. Alright, so I'm going to get sidetracked again while I have the lift over here. Those halogen, I think they're 500 watt or 750 halogen, you know, they're those strips, like the little light bar strip, which they never last. I mean, I don't think they've lasted 2 months. You change them, and I always had to obviously get the ladder out and get up there to do it, which is a pain. But while I'm over here with this, I bought this LED 7000 lumen. It's got motion as well. I'm not sure if I'm going to use it that way or not, but either way, I'm going to change this while I'm here because I would like this to be lighted. There's one on the other side as well, which I'm going to change too. But, you know, I can't be changing these constantly. And like I said, they never work. So get a couple of shots of that too while I'm at it. Alright, so here's the old one. You can see it never works. Well, you can't see that it doesn't work, but I can tell you that it doesn't. And here's the new one. Like I said, I wish it was white. They do make one in white, but they didn't have it, and I don't feel like waiting, so it'll be fine. So this is all set. The only thing I have to do is adapt it. I've got a square box, so I've got to adapt it for the round. But other than that, it'll be fine. And like I said, I'm going to try it out with the motion, but I may just have it to come on and off. I'll see. All right, there it is. I'm going to go down, flip the light on, make sure it works. All right, it works. I got to just make sure it's on the brightest setting. I think it comes that way default, but I just want to make sure. So back up there, plus I want to wash, that's David's room. I want to wash the window while I'm here. Alright, here's the other side, or I would call the Elvis room side. So I'm not recording. I didn't move the tripod because there's no need for that, but I'll just give you a scan of where I am, and it looks nice out. Beautiful day, 76, 78 degrees, something like that. No wind. Perfect. Alright, I lost some footage. My battery died and I didn't know it, and it was only, if you notice, some of the clips were only like 10 seconds long. That was the battery in between having a little bit of battery left, so that wasn't good. So I didn't get to show moving the dirt pile and raking a lot of this stuff out, but I raked a pile. I got one there. I've got to get a little bit more over there, and then I'm just going to throw this into the woods, and I'm going to go over and get some topsoil from over where the house is. So I'll get just a couple little clips of that, and then that'll be that. stump in there. Alright, I've come over. You can see I'm on the bedroom side of the house, and I am getting some material to fill in those holes. It's a long way to go, but I don't need too much of it, so I don't feel like getting the general out and getting it dirty just for this. This way I can do it in lifts anyway, better. Not that it needs too many. But it'll keep it from sinking. Another 10 to go, probably. Number 3. So yeah, I think about 10 will probably do it. That was number 8. All right, so I did a little mix of, this is more like what we would call topsoil here. This stuff will grow a little bit better than that will, even though that still is stuff that will grow, because I kind of separated them both when we did the house, you know, when I cleared everything with the dozer and pushed it out. So this will grow stuff, so it's all it's graded out, water will flow, it's slicked up. I got a couple of rows on there that I'll just hit with the rake, but pretty much that's all ready to go. So now the only other thing I have left to do is move the fence. So I want to bring this out a little bit, and that'll be the end of it when I get to that, meaning the end of the video. But I'm gonna take this, move it around, and we got like 175 more feet to go. So this whole area here should be closed in, but that'll be for another day. It's just starting to mist here a little bit, and time to put the ducks in, and I'll finish this up tomorrow. All right, here we are, end of video. Fence is in. It's as straight as this kind of fence can be, and it is a lot bigger. Like I said, we added 175 feet to it. So all the way down to there, around, expanded that area quite a bit, and we put a tarp around the pen. Like I said, they won't accept any bedding, any straw, any wood chips or anything, so at least that'll help keep them warm. And I actually want to get one more tarp just to go around the front part of it as well. So this came out nicely. I think got those trees all cleared out, as you saw, the electrical done, and it really does light up quite a bit. So I'm happy with that. Ducks seem to be happy with that. As happy as they can be. They're resting in the sun now, as you can see. So anyway, this will be the last video. This won't be up until today is Saturday before Christmas, so I will say Merry Christmas to everyone. Hope everyone has a safe and enjoyable time. Remember, it's not about the gifts. Remember it's about what it's for. So I won't get into that for some people that might not care, but I don't really care too much. So anyway, you know, Jesus' birthday, and that's why we're doing it, not for gifts. So as usual, thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one, and if I don't get a video up before New Year's, Happy New Year as well. But we'll see how it goes.